Shivashankar, Sagai Raj, Sudeep Bhargava, Kiran Kathuria, Shivoham, and Rajendra, Bisham, Ashok Mohan, and Gautam Shivoham. Welcome to the call. Girish, Siva, and many of you who are, for reasons best known to you, not visible on the video. Because when I see you, I can meet you, I can greet you, but I think there are some limitations. Today, we have a question, and the question that the administrator must have put up in the screen is this. Can you please tell me what is your experience when you talk to others about spirituality? This has a reason. So on the screen, you see the question today. What is your experience when you talk to others about spirituality? Let us start. Who would like to go? Who would like to share your experience?
Shivam, sir.
Shivam, Sudeep.
So whenever I have tried it from my side, people have not shown much of interest, sadly enough.
Okay. So what do they say? When they not show much interest, what do they say?
The first thing that they tell me is that that when we say that okay, it's going to solve your problem or something, they just ask about the materialistic problem. Like you have always said that people ask you how to earn more money. Will spiritualism help me become richer? Well, to explain them, it doesn't really matter whether you are rich or not. That takes them to take them away from the materialistic aspirations that the people have. They are too much into it that it's very difficult for them to be taken out of that mud that they are in, and they're enjoying it.
So you know the ratio, right? Out of every 100 people you talk, only one should be interested.
100%, very true, sir, very true. 1 out of 100.
Yeah, so don't expect out of every 10 people, 1% should be interested. Don't expect. But
That's true.
let me get everybody's opinion. There's a reason why I'm asking you all this question. What do people react? What do people say when you talk of spirituality, when you talk about any subject of enlightenment, realization? What do people say? Yes, Rajendra, you want to say?
Shivo, I'm here.
Well, Rajendra.
See, when I discussed about it with my elder brother, he was listening quietly. And when I asked him, "Are you interested? Shall I send you the link? Why don't you join us? You can know more about it. I mean, whatever you know. But if you want to know more about it," but he simply said that I will let you know.
which means I'm not interested. You know, that means I will let you know. At this point of time, I'm not interested.
Yeah. Then the almost the same thing happened with my elder sister. I found her a little bit interested. So he told me that, okay, you send me the link. And the next day, I sent her the link. And I was watching over the participants' names, whether my sister joined. But she did not join. But later she told me that I joined, but I could not hear anything. And I explained her how to join, etc. But then later he did not show any interest. So this is what happened. Then one of my, the person who knows, who has made Dada Vaswani, and I happened to share with him about you and these sessions, about the spirituality. He is interested in the spirituality, but he did not join the session anytime. But his wife joined once. But later, she did not show any interest. And to few other people, when I shared about, spirituality, that what are you up to in your life? Is it the only purpose, etc.? They listened to me carefully. They were curious. But further, they did not show any interest.
Okay,
this is my experience.
No, I want to get to the subject. We want 2-3 more experiences, and then we will discuss. Thank you, Rajendra. Anybody else?
Shivam, sir.
Shivam, Savita.
So when I share it with people, 1 or 2 people join for 1 or 2 days. Then they said it is too high for us. We can't understand. Few people told me, are you mad at this age to get into this? Or are you having so much problem that you have to get into this? Are you unhappy? So the way they look at it is something different. What do you want to gain? Just as Sudeep said, they asked me, what do you gain? Are you earning more? Is your income going up? So they have a very varied thing, but most of them think we are mad. Especially Diwali days, these 4 days was a real task coming for the class. We had to go against everyone, but I said, no, I will make it. So that time the people said, okay, some booth has caught you, it is like that. You are going with so much of this and sitting in front of the screen.
So so this is what I also find the similar problems. That's why I'm asking you all to share. But let me see who else. Thank you, Samita. Who else wants to share before we move on?
Hey, Shivam.
Shivoham, Gautam.
Actually, same problem even I face in my family problem or with my friends when I talk with them about spirituality. But in my family or friends, I told everybody that I see God in everybody. But I'll tell that everybody Shivam. For starting only, I'll tell Shivam. And I told my family, whenever you talk with me first, just tell Shivam. That's all. They told me that what is the meaning of Shivam? I told them I see God in you. So they told very good. But nowadays, whenever I talk to the family, I'll just tell Shivam to everybody, and even they also tell me to Shivam. I explained that.
And your sister joined for a few days, no?
Yeah, my sister joined, and now she's having an office, and I don't know if she's joining or not now. But she's very much interested in that.
She came for many days, so that is a good achievement on your part to get your sister to come for so many days. It's an achievement. Okay, good. But now they still object to you. They are willing to listen to you, or they are not willing to listen to the subject.
No, they are not listening to me. They're just telling that what you are learning, we can't understand anything. Especially my wife she know everything about you and me, but she's not interested in that. She told I can't understand anything what you tell. But she'll not tell me that don't go. But she'll do her duty. That's all.
Okay, good. Last one more opinion. Anybody, your experience with people on spirituality? One more person.
Sir, in my home, sir.
Yes, Gordon.
Sir, in my home, they appreciate the knowledge, but they don't appreciate the action.
What action?
Including the spirituality in life, sir.
They don't know. They only wanted theory. The theory is okay.
They appreciate the theory, but when I include, they say, don't do this, don't do that. You should get married. Like that, they will discuss something.
Okay. Good. Atmat Rai. Yes, Atmat Rai. You want to
Yes, sir.
When you talk to people on spirituality, what is the reaction?
I have talked to many people about the spirituality. People listen, but they think it is a धार्मिक यानी पूजा पाठ ऐसा कुछ है क्या तो हम आएंगे करेंगे है ना the rituals they prefer rituals and some people said we will join but they have not joined. Only one person, my friends, joined to one day and after he is not coming daily.
Okay, thank you. So what was the purpose of asking you all to share? I asked you all to share because I want you to realize that if you are coming on this call on and off, then you are 1 out of 100 people in the world. And if you are coming on this call every day, you are 1 out of 10,000 people. So there are only 2 categories of people on this call. One, who is 1% of the humanity, and one who's 0.01% of humanity. So that only you know whether you are 1% or 0.01%, because this is a unique subject. This is not a subject. For example, how many people have climbed Mount Everest? Oh, everybody cannot climb Mount Everest. It's not possible. How many people are blessed to understand this subject? Oh, the subject itself people cannot understand. Although it is so simple, although it is so simple that we come with nothing and we take nothing. Is it difficult to understand? No, it's very easy, but people can't understand. So it is a subject of spirit. The subject of spirituality is the truth, but people are not able to understand. That's why in 2 days back, when Narendra Modi spoke about Shankaracharya, somebody asked me the question. I think I got a message. Why is it that we are teaching our children about Mughals and Akbar and all these, and they're not teaching about Shankaracharya? So that is the point that we have to think right. It is like when I don't know how many of you know, in the French Revolution, they went to the Queen. You know the story? They went to the King and the Queen of France, and they told, there is no bread for people to eat. There is no bread. In France, they don't eat chapati and rice. They eat bread. So they went and told the Queen and the King. At that time, the Queen was the master. She was the head. There is no bread. You know what the Queen said? If there is no bread, let them eat cake. The Queen said, it's a very famous slogan in the French Revolution, I think. If there is no bread, let them eat cake. What it means that the Queen did not understand there was poverty. There was no bread means people were dying. Where's the question of cake? There was no bread. But my dear friends, we human beings, we are continuing to learn the nonsense in this world, but we are not learning what is sense. And this is a big problem. And we are teaching our children wrong things. Even after this call, many of you still have family members and they are learning all nonsense things. But that's how I have learned, my children will learn, my grandchildren will learn, my grandfather learned. And when is this going to stop? Like, for example, when I talk to somebody like Gautam, it's a big challenge. Gautam, for example, Gautam is one person who speaks very openly and tells us how in his family he has such a resistance, but he is very clear. Gautam says, I am very clear. I want Shivoham. I want enlightenment. Or Samita, for that matter, very frankly said that in Diwali days, it was such a difficult challenge, but people were saying, come on, patake, come do deepa, come on the deepas, come make mitai, come and let's play games and let's do rangoli. No, I don't want. I want. What mad? You become mad. What is this class? You leave class for 4 days. What will happen? No, it's not a class. First of all, this is not a class. Don't think it is a class. This is a wisdom prasadam. I call it's the wisdom prasadam. This is a prasadam where God is giving us certain wisdom from the question answers. And I tell you, sometimes you ask me a question, I don't know the answer. Sometimes when you ask me the question, I don't know the answer. But I give the answer. I don't know how I give the answer, because he gives the answer. So it is not rare. Sometimes you give me a question, I never know the question, but the answer comes. So my dear friends, back to question answers today. Please understand that we should talk to people about spirituality, because one of our karma yoga, all of you, one of your karma yoga is to help people realize the truth. It is your biggest karma yoga. Today I went to the Anath Ashram after a long time, after COVID. One Anath Ashram has got 320 people. Another Anath Ashram has 250 people. Today I visited 2 out of the 3. We have 3 Anath Ashrams. Today I visited 2. They were about 550 people probably, and another Anath Ashram has another 100 people. But the point is that even more bigger than going to Anath Ashram is okay, you can give people food to eat. But food to eat anybody can give. But who will give food for the soul? Where will we get food for the soul? Where the body nourishment, anybody seeing somebody dying on the street will give food. Anybody seeing a naked man on the street will give one bedsheet or one set of clothes. But how can you give somebody food for the soul? So that's why I distribute books. All my ebooks are free. If somebody come and ask me even for a printed book, I give it. Anybody asks me for a book, I don't hesitate. I say, take. Whoever wants the book, please take. Because there can be no better seva than Jnana Seva. Jnana Seva is the biggest seva, and more than food and shelter and clothing. So please continue, and whenever you have an experience of talking to somebody spiritually, you can on this call please share. Question answered. Administrator, any questions? Rajendra, question.
Yeah, Shiva Mayor, I don't have question, but I wanted to share that recently it has become my natural habit to be interested in others' lives, basically. And after some time, I start sharing about my spiritual experiences, and I start asking about their purpose, how and why they want to do what they want to do, etc. So I find myself on the rampage of sharing about the spirituality.
So that is very
So-
good. See, because yeah.
And this has become the part of my karma yoga.
So this is very good. It is not only your karma yoga, it will also develop your jnana yoga. So because it will lead to them asking you a question, you will not know the answer, then you will ask again here, or you will Google, or you will find out something. They may talk about. So today somebody asked me some question, and then they started referring to all the Puranas and the Vishnu Puran and the Shiv Puran and what happened so many thousand years ago. And people are lost in some mythology, and people are so lost, they don't know what they believe in. So we have to be able, what we are talking about is very simple. We are only talking about the truth. The
Yes.
truth. No religion. We are not talking about religion. We are only talking about the truth.
Yes.
So it is very important. Okay, next question. Thank you. I saw some typed questions. Any live question? Otherwise, I'm going to the typed question. Prabhakar, no. Jyotri, Shivoham, does highest and deepest realization lead to highest consciousness? Jyotri, what do you mean by highest and deepest realization? Don't complicate. Keep it simple. There is no highest and deepest realization. There are only simple realization. There are in the book 100 realizations, the spiritual jigsaw puzzle. I have listed 100 realizations. I just listed 100. I'm not saying there are 100, there may be 90, there may be 200, whatever you may call it. But each realization, for example, you realize that your mobile phone has data. That is one realization. Then you have a realization that your mobile phone has email. Another realization. Then you realize that your mobile phone can have special ringer tones for special people. Another realization. When there are three, I have divided realization into three sets: self-realization, life realization, and God realization. So if you divide the entire realizations, there are three sets of realization about who am I, why am I here, am I the body, am I the mind. This is one set of realization. The next set of realization: what is birth, what is death, what happens after death, will there be rebirth? The next set of realization: who is God, where is God, where is heaven and hell, is God cruel, does God control my life? Now, Jyotri, the more and more you have got an experience of the realization, the more enlightened you become. And the more enlightened you become, the more consciousness you have. A lot of people in this world, they think it is very fancy. It's very fashionable to use the word, I am realized, I am enlightened. Don't feel there's nothing fashionable about this. Is it fashionable for a doctor to say, I am a doctor? No, he's a doctor. No? He's a, I have done MBBS. Okay, I have done MBBS. What is the problem? I'm a doctor. I'm an engineer. Okay, I'm an engineer. So you say, I have realized. What is wrong in saying I have realized? But when you say highest realization and deepest realization will give more consciousness, no. When you realize I am not this body. For example, you realize I'm not this body. That gives you one set of consciousness. When you realize I am not the mind, and the mind is creating fear and worry, you become conscious. There's no need to have fear and worry. When you realize I am not the ego, then you go to the next level of consciousness. That's why Jyotri, coming on this call on a daily basis is very important. I was telling in the last few days, because every day we take one step forward. Today, for example, this question Jyotri is asking, I don't know whether you're understanding. It's a very deep question. Are you understanding what this question is? Who can tell me what you learned from this question today? It's a completely new question what Jyotri is asking. The question may not have been new, but the realization that we are coming across, the connection between realization and consciousness. Who can tell me what have you understood from the last 3 minutes? Can somebody try and tell me what have you understood? Who can tell me what have you understood?
Shivam here.
Shivam, yes, Raja. Rajendra.
See, what I am reading, when I'm reading the message of Jyotri, that highest and deepest realization actually will lead to highest consciousness. Actually, it communicates to me at least that she is very much eager to know about her consciousness. That is there any way?
No, that's okay. But what did you understand from the answer? What did you get? What is the answer?
Yeah, answer from you is that we need not complicate and keep it very simple. That realization is realization. There are no levels to realization.
And then what happens to your consciousness?
And then ultimately you become more and more conscious.
What do you become more and more conscious of?
Conscious of the self and the God.
No. Every realization adds to a layer of the consciousness.
Yeah.
What I just said, please pay attention.
Yeah.
If you realize today that more butter you're eating is making you ganja, you're losing your hair, that is one realization. Then second realization, that when you're watching your mobile phone with brightness, your eyesight is becoming bad. That is the second realization. So now how many layers of consciousness you have got now?
2.
One layer of consciousness about butter.
Yes.
Another layer of consciousness is about the brightness of the mobile.
Yes.
But if you have not realized these two, then after 1 week, what you will be doing?
You will forget.
You will be eating more butter and you'll be watching the mobile with the same eye brightness.
Yes.
That means although you have the knowledge, you don't have the you don't have the realization. So this is what I am talking about.
Yes.
So it is very important for us to move from one realization to the other realization. Therefore, those 100 realizations, I think 1 or 2 of you have taken the book, some of you have downloaded the book. It is very important to understand what these realizations are. And each of the realization, we should realize with our real eyes. Not realize just, okay, okay. No, not okay. We have to realize. And that is why coming on this call every day makes you one step better. But what Jyotri said, you don't have to have the highest of realizations and the deepest of realizations to get high consciousness. Every realization, it may be a realization about death. My God, the moment you realize death, the meaning of death, you transform. You become, people are scared of death. 90% of the people in this world are scared of death. They're so scared. What will happen if I die? They will burn me. What will happen? I will suffer. No, you don't realize what is death. When there's death, there is no suffering. Suffering is over. A new chapter starts. The body finishes. Have you realized? Therefore, Jyotri, every realization, not knowledge, every realization adds one layer of consciousness. And when you keep on adding realization after realization after realization after realization, Sudeep, are you getting me, Sudeep, what I'm saying? Samita, you understanding what you are trying to say? Keep on adding to the realizations till you reach that state of what, Girish? Till you reach
The state of consciousness.
Enlightenment.
enlightenment. Correct. The best answer was when you reach the state of enlightenment. Of course, I think Girish I heard him saying Satchidanand. You can call it Satchidanand, but in all practical terms, you reach that state of enlightenment. When you reach that state of enlightenment, then you have completely realized. So in this call, according to me, maybe not many people have got enlightenment, but many people have got many realizations. This is my understanding. I am not sure how many people have reached the level of full enlightenment. I don't know. So if you have not reached, you have to ask me where you are caught and where you are stuck, and I have to help you. Next question, please.
Guruji, pranam. Guruji,
हाँ Mataji, bolo.
yesterday in our project, loud music was there, everybody was dancing, noise was coming at the top. So I could not attend this program. But I made it a point before sleeping, I listened it on Facebook. Because it has become a habit, we cannot sleep without listening it. I listened it, then only I slept. My husband said, "What are you doing?" Can I am coming. So habit has become like this. We are so attached to this program that I think without it, it is difficult to live now. Daily it has become habit.
So this is it's good you're telling that many people tell me that they watched it on Facebook. Of course, point one is on Facebook you can't ask question. You can listen.
That is the drawback.
That is the problem. And the whole idea of this exercise is question answers. Suppose I'm telling Jyotri something on consciousness and on realization. Immediately you should step in and say, I want to know this, I want to know that. And I feel that many of you are shy. You want to ask a question, but you're shy to ask the question. But that does not help. You have to ask the question. You should not feel shy. You should not hold back. Some people think, oh, it's many people ask, can I ask you one silly question? I always say there is no silly question. Every question is meaningful. Every question is important. Don't feel it's a silly question. Okay, thank you, Kiran. Ashok Mohan. Ashok Mohan.
Namaste, Guruji.
Namaste.
The main issue, there are two issues.
You're mute. You got muted. Yes,
Hello?
speak, please.
The first issue is that many people are struggling materialistically, like they have lost their job, they are struggling financially, their close relative have died, and they are asking, did it solve my immediate problems? Did this spirituality solve my immediate problems? Because I am struggling more in my life. And the second problem which I face is that how can you be so sure about God? Did you experience God? Did you see God? What does it look like? What does the experience look like? So are you God realized? What does that experience mean to you? So these two are the main problems which I face when I talk about spirituality to other people. So how can we address that?
So first point is, when a person is on the path of spirituality, it definitely helps you on a day-to-day basis. If you have lost the job, a spiritual person losing the job does not lose peace of mind. A spiritual person losing a dear relative does not become unhappy. So be sure about it, Ashok Mohan, because you have started this journey. A spiritual person lives in a state of consciousness. What is the consciousness? Okay, I lost the job. Why I lost the job must be because of karma. Why I lost the job doesn't matter. I can get another job. I believe that there is compassion and kindness of God's mercy upon me. The spiritual person has no fear, no worry. Then the spiritual person realizes it's all a leela, it's a drama. Nothing to worry. End of the day, nothing matters. So just to tell you, spirituality can transform life completely for a day on a day-to-day basis. It is not a long-term solution to problems. So yes, anybody tell everybody, whoever talks to you, spirituality can transform your life. It can give you strength. It can make you stronger. That answers your first question. Your second question. What is God? God is not Ayyappa Swami. God is not Ganesha, Jesus. No. God is the creator of this universe. If somebody says, no, what do you mean by creator of this universe? Then you say, who made this mobile phone? It is written, na, Samsung. Samsung is a manufacturer. No? The t-shirt you're wearing may be Madura or whatever, Levi's. There is a manufacturer of everything in this world. So immediately they will tell you, no, this world came with Big Bang. There was one bang. Correct? The next question is, who created the Big Bang? No, nature. Okay, who created that nature? So there is a power that has created you and me. Who made the eyes to see? Who made the ear to hear? We don't know who. We don't know. Don't give names. Don't say Shiva, Ganesha, Vishnu, Tirupati, Balaji. Don't give names. Don't say Krishna, Rama. Don't want names. In spirituality, God does not have a name. There is a power, and nobody can deny there is a power. If we want to deny, then there is no end to it. Then I don't want to learn anything. So please understand, out of 100 people that you talk to, 99 still won't agree. But if you want to be on the spiritual path, then you have to talk. And let 99 people not agree. But if you become better and better in the subject, maybe 2 out of 100 will agree. 3 out of 100 will agree. 4 out of 100 will agree. And you will be transforming their life. You know, today people are very unhappy. People are very miserable. Today's world, people are living with all kinds of fears. Fear, worry, stress, anxiety, depression, suicidal thoughts. Why? A spiritual person doesn't have all these things. A spiritual person lives in Ananda. So continue on your path and you be clear. Are you clear about the answers or you are not clear about the answers?
Yes, sir. I'm okay. Clear.
Thank you. Atmatray. Question from Atmatray.
Sure.
Sure.
Sir, the child up to age of 2 years is always in happiness. Is it the state of Satchitanand?
What did you say? Is the child up to
The
2
child-
years is what?
Always happy.
Always. Okay. I was wanting to hear the word. I didn't want to miss the word. Always happy. The child is not in Satchidanand. The child is only in Anand.
Okay.
Now you tell me why. You tell me why the Atmatray? Because you have to explain this next time. You have to explain why I am telling the child is not in Satchidanand. The child is only in Anand. Please tell me why. Why you please tell me?
He does not know about Sat and Chit.
Then how can he be in Satchidanand? Kumar Swami, you agree, Kumar Swami? Sat Chit Anand means Atmatray. Sat Chit Anand means Sat ke chit mein jo rehta. You must be in Sat Chit. That means there must be consciousness of the truth. The child is not conscious of anything. The child is innocent. The child is in Ananda. But the child has got no consciousness of the truth.
I see.
Correct? No, the child doesn't know anything. You tell the child, la, la, that's all the child will giggle.
Mhm.
There is no conscious. Then the child grows. Then the child becomes, then the child tells, I want this, I want my doll, my ball, my chocolate. Then the child develops ego. Then the child develops fear. Then the child develops pain. Then the child will cry. Then the child will grow up. Then the child will develop Sat Chit Anand.
Okay.
Sat Chit Anand,
Okay.
Atmatray,
Hmm.
you know the biggest problem? Many religious people, many gurus, swamis, yogis, saints, tapasvis, they have no Satchidanand, Atmatray. They don't have ABC knowledge of, you go and ask somebody meaning of Neti Neti on the road. How many people know the meaning? Do people understand the meaning of Neti Neti? You
No,
try.
no. No, no.
You
Nobody
tell
knows.
somebody, you tell somebody the meaning of Aham Brahmasmi. How many people understand the meaning of Aham Brahmasmi? You ask. Prime Minister used these words. Prime Minister used. Our own Prime
Yes.
Minister, if he used the word, means he's some authority, no? He cannot
Yes.
talk some nonsense, right?
Correct.
And he quoted Adi Shankaracharya. So it's
Yes.
very important, before I close the call, today's subject is a very deep subject. The subject of spirituality, my dear friends, today as I close, is a gift to you and me. For me, I tumbled upon the subject after I was 48 years. And I cry. I say, oh God, what if I had not realized the truth? I would have just died in ignorance. I was living like a monster. I was such a samsari. I had a limousine car and Mercedes Benz, and I had everything, all the pleasures of the world in my head, in my life. Correct? I had suits. My suit, I had about 100 colored suits. 100. You know, Dattatreya, Atmatra, you know how many ties I had? Can you guess
No,
how
no.
many ties I had?
Hundreds.
I had about 1,000 ties.
Oh.
1,000 ties. And one day I
Great.
just gave it, one day I gave it up. I just gave it all away.
Oh.
So you must realize that this is a blessing. That when we reach that state of contentment, when we reach the state of fulfillment, you reach that state of enlightenment, you reach that state of realization. And don't complicate it. Don't seek, my dear Jyotri, don't seek deepest realization and highest realization. No, realizations are all very simple. I am not the body. I am not the mind. I am not the ego. I am the divine soul. Neti, neti, tattvam asi. I am Atma Brahma, Prajnanam Brahma, Shivoham Shivoham, Aham Brahmasmi. This, what I told you, is entire Vedas. Entire Vedas, entire Hinduism in 1 minute is summarized like that. And this is the way to nirvana, to enlightenment, to
Yes.
salvation, to liberation, to moksha. May we all walk on the path step by step and reach the goal. I bow down to you. Shivoham. Thank you.